A ver, bueno, hola, gentecita. Ya estamos por acá en el programa especial del El ocaso de la inmortalidad, la versión 1.2 de Honkai Star Rail. Wow, es un programa largo, por lo que se ve. A ver, primero que nada, sí, no estoy en el entorno habitual. He tenido que hacer un cambio. Segundo, no voy a hacer mucho escándalo este día porque primero está un poco temprano y segundo, otros motivos que, ajá. Pero, a ver, espero que se esté bien y se esté escuchando bien. ¿Y qué esperar de esta nueva versión de la 1.2? Las misiones de acompañante de Blade y Kafka, por favor, o sea, porque quiero tenerlos en el expreso en algún momento. ¿Qué más? Las habilidades suyas y así decidir si voy a ir por uno o por otro, o sea, y pues nada, a ver con qué nos sorprenden ahora. Lo de los códigos posiblemente haga como con el Genshin, en plan, no sé si dejarlos o no. Si no, en estos espacios voy a estar hablando para no interrumpir mucho el programa en sí. A ver, sí voy a estar más apagado de lo habitual por esos factores, ¿verdad? Pero bueno, mínimo me comprometí a hacer esta reacción y tenía que hacerla. O sea, aparte me nace hacerla. A ver, que ahora sí comenzamos. Well, Mr.
I always
Yang,
knew you were a dark horse, Mr.
Well,
Yang.
speak for yourself. Albert, if I had met
Albert.
you a few years ago, my creative career would have taken a, a more interesting turn.
You know, I heard you had something new in the works. Was it about, let me
Mm,
guess, the
interesante.
adventures of the Nameless?
Well, it's early concept at the moment. The Express crew has given me a lot of food for thought. But still, when it comes to key plot points, I'm in need of some inspiration.
Ooh,
Anime de Honkai Star Rail.
inspiration. How about,
How about this?
We give you
Blade.
some ideas.
Kafka.
After all, when it comes to scripts, we're seasoned professionals.
security? Security! Security!
The
El
rules of this
trailer.
game are like reality. We all think we have infinite possibilities, but when you really analyze it, every question and answer is constrained by previous choices.
Kafka.
Relax.
Wow. La necesito.
Time to say bye. Boom.
La grulla. O sea, algo que decir es que el ojo es precioso. Estéticamente me encanta este lugar. Y van a habilitar nuevas áreas al parecer. Blade.
You think another knave in face can blot out the sin of your past?
Wow.
Fail. And you release your full potential.
Oh, Inhibitor Dungeon Clonai.
Carry is the key to opening a way through to the ambrosial arbor. Has coming here triggered your memory.
A él lo
That
quiero
leaves
también.
what's
¿What?
in your
Ese
hands.
era Fushuan.
You, and you. All three of you are staying right
Va a
here.
pelear contra Yanshin.
The karma of past lives changed the world of the present.
Mr. Yang.
I wish for you to despair,
Jingyuan.
suffer, crumble, turn on one another, and destroy that which
What?
you love with
Tienes
your
de
own
ella.
hands.
Even immortality ends. Incluso la inmortalidad termina. Wow. Wow, empezamos de manera intensa. Ay Dios. Aunque me interesa mucho Inhibitor Dungeon Clonai. También Blade y Kafka, o sea. Pero no sé si iré por ambos. porque no sé si me lo van a dar a ambos. Pero bueno, ay Dios, que Kafka es segura que la voy a sacar, o sea, 100%. Blade no lo sé, o sea, no lo sé, hasta que salga dentro de 10 días se verá. No he visto ni siquiera cuál va a ser su banda. Algo que me gustaría que agregaran una pelea con Blade, o sea, así como la que se tiene con Kafka, que por cierto, el universo simulado Kafka, ay Dios, me destruye todavía. No soy tan pro para matarla todavía. Bueno, en su fase 2, porque en la fase uno ya me pasé todo el universo simulado. Estoy en las fases 2 con Kafka. A ver,
And whether or not your world has a day night.
bueno gente, solo paso un momento a decir de que el video está bien, la reacción está bien que hice al programa especial de la 1.2, sí, pero por alguna razón la cámara se me quedó congelada y me dio un pequeñito error, entonces ahorita que estaba revisando el video, no afecta en nada el video, o sea, y no me apetece como que volver a grabarlo. Primero, no tengo tiempo. Segundo, no sería una reacción genuina de mi parte. Entonces, a partir de este momento, no le presten atención a la cámara, o sea, solo paso para decir eso. Pero lo que yo estoy hablando, lo que yo estoy diciendo, siempre se va a ver con normalidad. Así que, nada, solamente eso. Sigamos con el programa especial, pero lamento el error que me dio la cámara, no va a volver a pasar, pero como digo, eh, el video está normal y todo, y esperemos que, o sea, haya salido bien. Lamento el error que me dio la cámara, y sí, no tengo nada más que decir, así es que sigamos con la reacción, o sea.
Has a day night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good
Me
evening.
encanta
I'm your
Outback,
buddy Albert, and welcome to the version 1.2 Even Immortality Ends special program.
el ocaso
Today,
de la
we have
inmortalidad.
3 special guests in the hot seats. Introducing.
Hey guys, I'm Cheryl Texera, and I voice Kafka.
Hey there, I'm Damon Mills, and I voice Blade.
Hi, folks. My name is Corey Landis, and I voice Welt.
Guys,
Para los
it's
tres,
great to have you with
me
us.
encantan los tres.
Man, that trailer was a roller coaster. Corey, your thoughts?
Whoa, me already? Okay. Well, it looked like various factions were getting ready for battle. I think we're one move away from a serious showdown here.
Agreed. It was cool to see some new environments and enemies, too. I better get my team in order.
You're gonna need to, my friend. In version 1.2, the Xianzhou Lao Fu will face a setback that threatens the fate of the whole alliance. The Trailblazer will need to pass through various delves and arrive at the location of the sealed Ambrosial Arbor, where a decisive battle with the one responsible for the Stellaron disaster awaits.
Not to mention, Don Hung finally gets reunited with the Astral Express crew.
Eso me
Don
dejó
Hung's
muy
journey
frío
has been
también.
longer than most could imagine.
Care to elaborate, Damon?
I didn't say anything.
Ah, come on, guys. You're trying to get me fired here. Editors, you can cut that bit out. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. The story left off on a bit of a cliffhanger last time.
It sure did. I mean, why did Jing Yuan deploy those forces? Who is he trying to catch?
And what about the Stellaron hunters? Where did they go after escaping?
Well, who says they went anywhere?
Cut that out too.
Me encanta Kafka.
I'm sure all these questions will be answered in the upcoming story.
Perdón
Now,
si se escucha ruido
aside
de
from
fondo, ya
Trailblaze
está
mission
fuera de mi
updates,
control.
version 1.2 will see new characters coming to the warp. First on the scene, Blade.
Blade. Oh, a ver. Es que estéticamente me encanta Blade. Pero no sé si sus habilidades me vayan a gustar mucho.
I have a question for Damon. If,
No te
say, there
pregunto.
were 5 people, would I be one of them?
I don't know.
Sería
Yeah, me
interesante.
neither.
Uh, don't look at me. I don't know anything about anything. Okay?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm not one of the 5 people, but here is a fact for you. Whenever Blade gets scary, it's the Mara flaring up.
Ooh.
Isn't he always scary?
He usually does what I tell him.
I should probably unpack that a little. Blade relies on Kafka's spirit whisper to suppress the
¿En
Mara
serio?
inside him.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. You know, most of the time, Bladey's a nice, quiet boy.
Totally.
O
He's
sea,
not a strong communicator, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure half my recording sessions have focused on 2 sounds. Number 1, Number 2,
I can believe that. Huh. It's
o
strange
sea
that a
que
lone wolf like him would want to team up with the Stellaron
trabajan
hunters.
juntos, él y Kafka,
Unless
inseparables.
Kafka's spirit whispered him into it.
Kafka was more of a go-between. The real reason Blade joined was because Elio promised him the outcome he desired.
Outcome?
Interesante.
Meaning vengeance? Look, a certain someone on the Express has been having nightmares about this
Quiero
guy.
ver el encuentro entre
Not
estos
just
dos,
vengeance, a
Banjo
funeral.
y Blade.
I feel
His own, to be precise. Through unexpected circumstances, Blade became immortal. His
Oh.
body recovers from the worst of sicknesses and the gravest of injuries, even from death itself. Those bandages aren't for show. For
Wow.
Blade, immortality isn't a blessing. It's a curse that follows him wherever he goes.
Yikes! And I thought I had problems, huh? Well, let's leave something to the imagination here. I'm
Me
sure our
interesa el lore de
trailblazers will
Blade.
find out more about Blade's backstory as things unfold. For now, let's take a look at what he's capable of on the battlefield.
Ok, esto me interesa, a ver.
Blade is a wind-type character, following the path of destruction. By consuming his own HP, he's able to deal greater damage to enemies. And I guess that's the risk you take when you're immortal. Huh?
Blade's skill consumes a set amount of his own HP and initiates Hellscape.
Hellscape.
While Hellscape is active,
Forest
Blade
of
deals
Swords.
greater damage, and his basic attack is enhanced from Shard Sword to Forest of Swords. While Shard Sword is a single target attack, Forest of Swords deals damage to multiple enemies.
I got a question. Can Blade still use his skill if his HP isn't enough to cover the set amount?
In that situation, when Blade uses his skill, his HP decreases to 1.
Ooh, that sounds a little dicey.
A bit. Well, there's a silver lining. When Blade's HP decreases, his talent is triggered, granting him a charge. When charges are fully stacked, Blade unleashes a follow-up attack on all enemies and
Wow.
recovers a set amount of HP.
Ok, eso
When
me
Blade
gusta.
unleashes his ultimate, his HP is set to 50% of his max HP, and he deals massive damage to a single target and adjacent enemies.
HP for damage,
Eso
huh?
me interesa.
Interesting. No wonder he's so indifferent to being healed. Huh?
And the more HP Blade loses, the more damage his ultimate deals.
Yeah, it does. Blade's technique, Karma Wind, also consumes his HP and deals wind damage to all enemies after entering battle.
Ooh, when it comes to taking damage, Blade should be more afraid of himself than his enemies.
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
Ooh. Ultimate line, anyone?
We can't let Blade steal the show. It's time to talk
Kafka.
about another Stellaron
Ah,
hunter.
por ahí sí tengo
His
que ir.
partner in crime, Kafka.
Es que es preciosa, o sea, la necesito. Y ya de ahí ya tuve una probada cuando te lo prestan al inicio del juego. Me encanta Kafka.
Kafka's a familiar face at this point in the story.
Yeah.
She was the first person the Trailblazer set eyes on, and meaning Kafka must have been there for the Trailblazer's first words, the first step. No wonder so many players are calling her.
Okay.
Iba a decir
I
mommy.
don't think that's gonna get past the editors there, Albert.
Ay, Dios.
Look, what I am interested in is this. Since Kafka appeared on her space station, she's managed to implant the Trailblazer with the Stellaron, hijack the Express's signals, and draw the crew onto the Cienjo La Fu. It almost feels like she has the Trailblazer's destiny in the
Que
palm of her
socializa los
hand.
perros, no
It's like
puede
Kafka
ser
said,
tanto.
when it comes to scripts, the Stellaron hunters are seasoned professionals.
Well, that might be the case, but that's not to say the Trailblazers' choices aren't important. What's a script without a director?
Exacto.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
I've got another question. Why did Kafka join the Stellaron Hunters?
Buena pregunta.
Oh, so Kafka was born on Terias 5, a planet that knows no fear. And literally, Kafka is unable to feel the emotion of fear, and
Wow.
therefore cannot comprehend the value of life. When Elio promised to bring about a change for her, she signed up without a second thought.
Now,
Like
for
ella-
someone who can't feel fear, she's pretty great at making others feel it.
This scares you more than it scares me.
You want me to use my spirit whisper on him, Albert?
Yes. No. I mean, let's move on to Kafka's combat, shall we?
A ver,
Yes, I thought you'd never ask. So Kafka is a lightning type character following the path of nihility, and she can deal additional damage over time to enemies. Her skill deals lightning damage to
Wow.
multiple targets. If an enemy is afflicted with DOT, they receive an additional bout of DOT damage.
That is to say, if an enemy is already afflicted with DOT, they receive additional damage both during their turn and after Kafka's attack.
That's right. Not to mention, additional damage doesn't replace existing DOT. I mean, did you think Kafka was gonna take it easy on him? Come on. And separately, after an ally uses a basic attack, Kafka will launch a follow-up
Wow.
attack. Kafka's ultimate, on the other hand, deals lightning damage to all enemies
Me
with
encanta
a
su
chance
ultimate.
of shocking targets and immediately dealing additional damage to those already shocked. Kafka's technique can attack all enemies within a set range and deals lightning damage to all enemies after
Luka.
entering battle.
Me interesa
How
Luka.
elegant.
Well, she likes elegant things, and there's a certain elegance to combat.
Kafka's abilities are kind of terrifying.
No me
Her
había
enemies
fijado que
are
son
like
Blade
flies trapped in a
Silverwolf
whale,
quienes tienen las
slowly
paraguas.
taking damage until...
Boom.
Ooh, hey, that was pretty good.
Yeah, from HP sacrificing maniacs and emotionless sociopaths to the coolest kid on the block.
Luka.
It's
También
time
Luka
to
me
introduce
interesa.
our next character.
What? Hey, that is a little harsh. Also, since when did Welt become the coolest kid on the block?
Me encanta eso.
Think again. I'm talking about the born and bred Bellabog hero, Luka.
Me interesa
Oh, come
mucho
on.
Luka. Está Bando Material.
So that's the guy on the light cone.
Yep,
He
Husband
looks a
Material,
little different on
definitely.
the light cone.
Luka is an underworld fighter that goes by the moniker Luka Strongarm.
Strongarm.
He's a member of Wildfire and apprentice to Oleg.
Wait, doesn't the underworld have a fight club? I guess that must be where Luka spends his time.
Oh, you better believe it. In fact, he's the Fight Club champion, and not only that, he's also a reliable operations consultant for the moles.
So he's with the moles, huh? Does Luka know he's a member?
Probably. The kids of the underworld look up to Luka in a big way. And the
Sí,
reason he fights
con
is
todas
to
las
set a
personas,
good
o
example
sea.
of dedication and discipline.
Sin
And
comentarios.
speaking of fighting, let's take a look at him in action.
A ver.
Luka is a physical type character following the path of nihility. After multiple attacks, he's able to launch an enhanced basic attack. His skill deals physical damage to a single target and has a chance of inflicting bleed.
And during battle, Luka
Interesante.
can obtain fighting will through a variety of attacks. When fighting will reaches a certain number of stacks, Luka's basic attack is enhanced.
His enhanced basic attack deals 4 hits of damage, with
Wow.
each final hit dealing additional damage to enemies currently inflicted with bleed.
Kids today, no respect.
When Luka unleashes his ultimate, in addition to dealing damage, he also obtains fighting will, and there's a chance of increasing the target's damage received for a set number of turns.
Woo! And when your opponent's fist is the same size as your head, it's time to throw in the towel.
Yeah, well, it's the power of those punches that scares me. I mean, I'm sure having a robotic arm is also a big help, but I think Luka's strength lies in his love of the sport. Oh, and I almost forgot. When using his technique during exploration, Luka obtains fighting will after entering battle.
Jeez. Does this
Interesante.
guy ever take a break? Well, it was great to start off the program with a character deep dive. Next up, it looks like we've got 2 brand new 5-star light cones
A
coming
ver
to the
qué
warp
hacen.
in version 1.2. Let's start with a Path of Destruction light cone, the unreachable side.
Origin.
Oh,
Pensarla.
okay. Question. The Paradise Blade mentions in his ultimate line, is that where he's standing right there?
I don't know what paradise means to you, Corey, but a barren sword-filled wasteland isn't my idea of a vacation.
Speak for yourself. Here's a fun fact. Each of those swords had an owner, and Blade was the last one to see them alive.
Wow.
Whoa! So he killed them for their swords. Only a brutal, calculated, jealous mind could do something like
Me encanta Kafka, en
that.
serio.
The maniac and sociopath segment is over. Moving swiftly onto
Wow.
a 5-star Path of Nihility light cone. Patience is all you need.
Su cono de luz
Here,
está
we see
hermoso.
our resident sociopath again.
El sociópata.
Okay.
El arte de su
Looks
cono
like
de luz y de
Kafka's
Blade,
waiting for
precioso.
the main course to arrive there, huh?
What do you think's on the menu?
You wanna guess?
What are you looking at me for?
Mm.
Come on, nobody eats out, right? During the first phase of version 1.2 in the character warp, a lost soul,
Blade
Trailblazers can
Arlan
obtain the
Shine.
limited 5-star character Blade. During the same phase, in the Lycon event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, the unreachable side, will be boosted. And during the second phase of version 1.2 in the character warp, Nessun Dorma,
Kafka,
Trailblazers
Luka,
can obtain the
tanto,
limited
y
5-star
verbal.
character Kafka and
Este me
4-star
interesa
character Luka.
muchísimo.
And during the
Por
same
Sampo y
phase, in
Luka
the
también.
Lycon event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, patience is all you need, will be boosted. And that's a wrap on banners. Whew, I need to lie down. Don't go anywhere, Trailblazers.
Al final como que me está convenciendo un poquito más Blade, o sea, yo pensaba no ir por él por el hecho de que se quita vida y no me llevo bien con estos personajes, pero si se cura a sí mismo, ya me está llamando más la atención. Y Kafka, o sea, a Luka también lo quiero, aunque estoy viendo que las técnicas de los 3 son súper ofensivas, porque las 3 técnicas hacen daño antes de entrar en combate. Interesante, pero sí, la segura que sí voy a ir es Kafka. Blade, ay, es que tampoco me sobran jades. Y después vienen otros personajes que me interesan, Dan Han y Fushuan. Entonces, no sé. Ay Dios, me lo han puesto difícil. Lo bueno es que después de estos 4 personajes no puedo quedar esperando.
Welcome back, everyone! As mentioned at the start of the show in version 1.2, before the Trailblazers' decisive boss battle, they will need to pass through various delves. No
La
surprise
enemiga
then,
me llama la
that
atención.
1.2 would unlock 2 new areas, the Alchemy
Alchemy
Commission and
Commission.
Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Now,
Wow.
the Alchemy Commission. Is that where the Xianzhou makes its medicines, or...?
Ooh, you got it! The Alchemy Commission is one of the 6 commissions of the Law
O sea, esto va a ver más de
And
Yoshi.
for no prize whatsoever, can anyone name all 6?
Oh, yeah, let's see. The
Oh.
Alchemy Commission, the Divination Commission.
The Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, the Cloud Knights. Oh, shoot, what was that other one?
Drum
Ni
roll,
yo me la foto.
please. The Realm Keeping Commission.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
The Alchemy Commission used to focus their efforts on the way of immortality, but these days, it's
Yoshi.
all about medical research and treating diseases.
Now, the Trailblazer came face to face with some Alchemy Commission folks in Exalting Sanctum, but things seemed a little off.
Sí,
I don't want to create
del
more
mar.
work for the editors, but I have a theory that the reason why.
Adjacent to the Alchemy Commission lies Scale Gorge Waterscape, the
Aquí
realm
es donde va a
warrior.
aparecer Van Han.
He's just ignoring us now.
We've got a lot to get through. Where was I? Oh, along
like-
with the Alchemy Commission and Scale Gorge Waterscape come new puzzles.
Eso me
Seems
interesa.
like Trailblazers will face a lot of new challenges on the road to the Ambrosial Arbor. I can't wait.
Oh, Owlbert, are you making Corey read off the teleprompter?
Puzzles aren't the only new challenges Trailblazers will be facing in these areas. There are monsters afoot.
A ver.
First up, a
Wow.
creature of indomitable size and destructive power, the
Wow.
malefic ape. And next on the list, an entity rid
Wow.
of the burden of humanity that has remodeled itself
Me
in the
gusta.
way of immortality.
Me gusta el
The
diseño de ese
Ascended. And
personaje.
finally,
Yan Qing?
Yang Chin.
Why would the generals
Quiero
have
ver
Knight
esta pelea
Lieutenants?
ya. Y
all
llevar
will be
a
revealed
Yuan
in the version
contra él.
1.2 story.
Bueno,
I think
Yuan.
we skipped an enemy, Albert. You mentioned a boss lurking on
Yep,
the
ella.
Cienjo Law Fu. Care for a sneak peek?
Oh, how could I forget?
Wow. O sea, no solo es estéticamente precioso, sino que es gigante. Wow. Dios mío. Tiene diferentes fases y diferentes colores. Wow.
Hold on your hats, folks. It's Fantilia the Undying, wielder of the power of both the destruction and the abundance. In her first phase, she summons abundance lotuses which restore her HP and reduce the player team's skill points.
Weakening her enemies and strengthening herself in one fell swoop? Yikes.
That's
voy a
why
poder
choosing the
pelear
right
con
moment to destroy those abundance
Jin Yuan.
lotuses is so important.
Porque él solo a base
Eliminating an
de
abundance
puntos de
lotus
habilidad
recovers
lo usa.
3 skill points.
Well, you know, when you borrow something, you gotta give it back.
Now, in her second phase, Fantilia uses her destruction power to summon destruction lotuses. These lotuses reduce ally max HP and when in bloom, deal damage to a single target.
Wow.
So, should we just wait for them to stop blooming before we take them out?
No, I doubt the power of the destruction is as simple as that.
Oh, you're not wrong, Cheryl. When the lotuses aren't in bloom, their toughness doesn't receive damage. As such, Trailblazers should seize the moment when the flowers are open to break their weakness.
Wow.
And finally, in the third phase, Fantilia goes golden. What terrible trick does she have up her sleeve? I'm afraid Trailblazers are going to have to wait to find out.
I'm curious, where did Fantilia even come from? How come she can use the powers of the abundance and the destruction?
I hate to be that guy
No
again,
quiero llegar a esa
but
parte.
all will be revealed in the version 1.2 story.
Is anyone here getting deja vu?
Hey, I can't go spilling all the beans. When the main story combat draws to a close, Fantilia the Undying will join the Echo of
Eso me
War and
interesa.
drop the advanced trace materials required for Blade, Kafka, and Luka.
Ay, Dios.
Regret
O sea que si los
in
quiero a
great
los tres, tengo que pelear con
And
ellos.
a quick reminder, Trailblazers, Echo of War has a limited number of weekly rewards, so don't forget to plan ahead.
Also, in version 1.2, Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Celestial, is
Wow.
arriving, which drops the brand new character Ascension material, Ascendant Debris. This is also the Ascension material
For
required
Blade.
for Blade.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's time to talk about version
Sí, por
1.2
favor, a
events.
ver.
Ooh, I've been waiting for this segment. Let's start with Tales of the Fantastic. The crisis on the Xianzhou Lao Fu has subsided, and the feats of the Nameless can be heard on every street corner. Starskiff Haven storyteller, Mr. Cien, is interested in the Astral Express's tale, eager to work his storytelling magic.
Oh, yeah, the storyteller. I'm familiar with him. I wonder what he'll do with the Trailblazer's story. His artistic license and
Mhm.
collage editing bring all kinds of tales to life.
Me
Well,
encanta
that's
cómo
Mr.
habla
Cien,
como
all
Pau.
right. To spruce up the tale, he's given us a set of protagonist models.
Protagonist models?
Mhm.
What's that?
I hear it's kind of a magical object invented by one of the scriptwriters at the Immersion Club. It industrializes the scriptwriting process. As long as you follow its guidance, you'll be able to captivate an audience with your storytelling. To unleash the full potential of the protagonist models, the Trailblazer must accompany Mr. Cien into the past and visit historical battle locations. Now, the name might be a little dull, but don't underestimate the protagonist models. Different combinations have different effects. Once the protagonist models have been properly refined, Legend of the Trailblazer can be a runaway hit.
Oh, this sounds like a fun event.
Mascotas de mis
Well, there's
vecinos
more
no
where
puedo
that
hacer
came
nada al
from.
respecto.
The next event is called Underground Treasure Hunt. The underworld appraiser, Bellaway the Miner's Lamp, is
Interesante.
making a comeback.
They say that in Belobog's great mine, ancient ruins have been discovered where many rare treasures and relics are waiting to be identified. However, according to the senior treasure hunter Axe, there exists a space beneath the ruins where relics of even greater value may be found. The only thing is, the road to the ruin depths is filled with all kinds of danger.
Treasure hunters must steel themselves and explore sealed areas in order to progress deeper into the ruins.
I'm sure these sealed areas are full of hidden treasures, but there's always a catch.
Surprise and danger rolled into one. I'm sure Kafka
Wow.
will get a kick out of this.
Treasure hunters will need endurance,
como
courage,
un
and
buscaminas.
insight if they want to succeed. It's almost certain that the sealed areas will contain enemies, but supplementary items and keycards to other sealed areas are the secrets to progression.
This is a solo mission,
Interesante.
right? It sounds like a tough challenge to take on alone.
Oh, they won't be
Campo.
alone. During exploration, treasure hunters can be sure to run into familiar faces.
Let's hope that we're happy to see them.
So do treasure hunters get any kind of special rewards?
Of course! In the Underground Treasure Hunt event, aside from the usual Stellar Jade, treasure hunters can obtain the themed Where's the Rabbit chat box.
Isn't
Yes,
the
okay.
rabbit in the chat box?
It's a treasure chest. What I'm trying to say is, the theme of the chat box is called Where's the Rabbit?
Okay. So the rabbit's in the treasure chest, right?
In version 1.2,
No le
the
entendió.
message and chat box functions will be enabled for the first
Pues mejor traerle los aviones.
time. Trailblazers can obtain and swap between chat boxes. And I'm not just talking about the friend chat screen. I'm talking about the game's character interaction chat boxes too.
Oh, I love the rabbit design.
Wow.
It seems like something Clara would like too.
So cute.
Yeah,
Qué bonito.
so cute.
Do
Yo
you
creo
think
que lo voy a usar.
Svarog could have designed it for
Oh,
her? Maybe?
Interesting thought. Safe to say that chat boxes will continue to
Yo
get
lo voy a
updates.
usar. Porque
Trailblazers
es
will
muy
be able to
lindo.
view and swap between those they already have, as well as view those they've yet to obtain. On to the next event.
A ver.
Where are you, Mystery Trotter?
This
I
really
know.
is the version of missing creatures, isn't it?
The good news is, all of them can be found. Regan of Bellabog has come across a new scientific research gadget. Homemade sensor number 223. The device is able to detect mysterious coordinates that display abnormal readings.
I recognize that
Oh, wow.
abnormal reading. Isn't that just a trotter?
Oh no, don't tell me that we have to fight it. I mean, sure, it's a little scary, but it's cute, right?
If I told you it dropped Stellar Jade, would that change how you feel? Maybe.
Oh, yeah, that thing's bacon.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sorry.
You know what's tastier than bacon?
What?
Forgotten Hall updates! In version
Oh.
1.2, the brand new memories of Xianzhou, the Voyage of Novice's Trigger, will be arriving.
Yeah, now we're talking.
That's not all.
Yukon.
After clearing the Forgotten Hall Memories of Xianzhou Stage 1,
Uno.
Trailblazers can obtain the 4-star character Yukong.
Cool.
In
Lo
addition
voy
to
a
the
sacar
Forgotten
ahí.
Hall, the simulated universe
Wow.
will also be receiving an update in the form
Mundo
of
7.
World 7. And the brand new planar ornaments, Brutulant Arena and Broken Keel, will be added to the World 7 immersion device.
Wow.
The ride doesn't stop there either. In version 1.2's Planar Fissure event, Trailblazers that successfully challenge the simulated universe can obtain a set amount of double planar ornament rewards. Meanwhile,
Interesante.
in the Alchemy Commission's Cavern of Corrosion, Trailblazers can obtain the brand new Cavern Relics,
Para Blade y
Longibus
Kafka,
Disciple,
supongamos.
and Messenger Traversing Hackerspace.
Nice.
And finally, in 1.2's Realm of the Strange event, players that successfully challenge the Cavern of Corrosion can obtain a set amount of double Cavern Relic rewards.
Interesante, eso me interesa.
And I think we're gonna pass out for a while. Over to you guys.
No problem. We got you, buddy. We got you. In version 1.2, the
Sí.
two companion missions, Letter from a Strange Woman and For I Have Touched the Sky, will
Me
be
hubiera
arriving.
gustado la de
In
Blade
Letter from
también.
a Strange Woman, the Trailblazer will receive a request from Kafka. As for how the Trailblazer should respond, I only have one thing to say. When you have a chance to make a choice, make one that you know
Me
you won't
encanta ese
regret.
diálogo.
All will be revealed in version 1.2. Sorry.
Isn't he supposed to be passed out?
I think someone's playing sound bites. I should say a little something about the other companion mission.
Yukon.
In For I Have Touched the Sky, an accident has occurred in Stargazer Navalia. When the Trailblazer investigates, they find a girl in trouble. Who could she be? And what secrets could Yukong be hiding?
Thanks for watching Keeping Up with Star Rail.
Hey,
What?
sound guy, a little early on that one.
Before we bring things back to a close here, let's talk about the ever-popular reward events. Version 1.2 will see the return of the
Gracias.
Gift of Odyssey check-in event. During the event, as long as Trailblazers log in for 7 days, doesn't have to be consecutive, they can acquire 10 Star Rail
Gracias,
special
esto lo
passes.
agradezco.
I love a chicken
Ooh.
event. Yes, let's do it.
That's exciting.
Can somebody get Corey some water, please?
A ver, o sea, yo esperaba la misión de acompañante de Blade, o sea, pero bueno, la de Kafka, me conformo. Y el mundo 7 del universo simulado, wow, si estoy en la fase 2 de Kafka, o sea, me los he pasado todos en su versión 1 para ver qué trae el universo simulado 7. Y eso que no he terminado la historia, o sea, ni siquiera he llegado a pelear con el Ion the Mountain Deer, creo que se llama, el jefe que es como un venado. Pero tengo que avanzar un poco más porque quiero llegar a pelear contra la gigante, o sea, se ve interesante, la verdad. Últimamente estoy jugando más Genshin porque estoy sacando la skin de Kaeya, pero bueno.
Well, I said it last time, and I'll say it again. Time flies when you're having fun.
Uh-huh.
Another special program has come to an end. We talked about a lot of 1.2 features.
La verdad,
You guys, got any favorites?
Gotta be that boss fight for me. When
Yep.
the crew fought the Doomsday Beast and Cocolia, Welt was watching from the sidelines. This will be the first time we see him on the
cuándo vamos a ver
battlefield.
a
So
Himeko en el
watch
campo
your
de
back,
batalla?
Fantilia.
I'm excited to see more of Blade.
Yep,
Heck, I
definitely.
recorded enough fighting efforts to lay down an album. We better get some fight scenes, come on. Not to mention, it seems like him and Don Hung are finally about to meet.
Y
Something
eso
tells me
quiero
they're
verlo
not gonna
también.
settle things over a cup of tea.
Uh-oh. As for me, it is all about Kafka. Although I am curious about the Tales of the Fantastic event, because this sounds like Trailblazers have plenty of room to get creative.
Seems like we're all a little biased here. but one
Totally.
thing is for sure, 1.2 is a version to look forward
Yep,
to. Albert here
definitivamente.
has done a good job keeping us in check today, you know, and there's still a lot of mystery out there for you Trailblazers to delve into.
You guys were a handful, all right. But hey, we made it out alive. That's it for Honkai Star Rail version 1.2 special program, folks. Thanks again to all you Trailblazers for tuning in, and see you for the next one.
Bye,
So long,
guys.
bye-bye,
Woohoo.
cheerio.
¿Por algo más? No, este es el final.
Breaking news.
The International Peace Corporation has just declared the latest galactic bounty hunt, calling for the capture of the Stellaron hunters. According to reliable sources, Kafka and Blade are expected to appear at the upcoming Cosmic
What?
Refreshment Supplies event, which poses a high risk of destruction. We urge the public to remain vigilant. We will announce the whereabouts of the outlaws in due time and are asking for your assistance in
What?
bringing them to justice.
Wow, pues. Ay, espero mucho la versión 1.2. Honestamente, hay un montón de cosas que me han gustado. Ay, como digo, no sé si voy a ir por ambos, porque después vienen Danhang y Pushuan y ellos me interesan también, o sea, entonces, por lo menos por Kafka sé que si voy a ir por Blade, ya se verá. Pero bueno, entonces, gracias por haberme acompañado hasta acá, hasta esta parte del directo, en un fin de semana, horario diferente para mí, pero bueno. Espero que todo haya salido bien y si esto sale sábado o domingo, porque no sé qué día lo voy a poder sacar, uno de los dos con seguridad. El lunes volvemos con Debris y gracias por llegar a esta parte del video, acompañarme en esta reacción y ya nos veremos en una próxima parte de Debris de lunes muy pronto. Adiós.